Remove and shake while ink. Did you shake cartridge? Okay. Oh, wait. I think it's doing some minor cleaning. Yeah. Hey, that's a good thing, man. You don't have to shake. Like this GTX, you need to shake 1 minute. Otherwise, it doesn't allow you to proceed. So that is a very good thing.
Already done, na? When they do
Yeah. I know. I know.
Common sense, not so complicated, no rocket science involved in this.
Yeah, hello everyone. Alright, so hello. Today we just brought in this Epson F2100. In Malaysia they call it F2130. This is a DTG printer, and then this one customer asked us to help them sell off. This is basically a trade-in, and then we sold our unit last year because we find the features and function not suitable for our business. So both of this machine is quite stable and efficient, and then you wouldn't go wrong with both of these model. So there are pros and cons, and then later I'll show you what I like and don't like. This is basically just personal preference, and then you just need to judge and then pick the right one for your business. Okay. And as you know, I don't cite any brand. I'll just straight up honest and tell you what I think about it. Maybe I'm wrong, so this is a unbiased review and comparison. Okay, now I'm gonna take a look at the printer, the size and everything. Epson is much more compact and it's lighter. This one 2-person can carry, but recommended is a 3-person. Okay, and the operation is much more silent. It doesn't vibrate a lot, so this one for home user is very suitable. Okay, and then brother is much wider because of the ink tank here, the ink pouches. Okay, it's much wider, and then it's heavier. You need at least 4-person to carry. Okay, and then it vibrates a lot. It's much louder. The printing is much louder. It vibrates a lot also. As you can see, the top is okay. Epson is much longer, whereas compared to brother is shorter, but then it's wider. Okay, so brother is straight up bigger on top. You can see. Oh my god! So they used to put bigger is better. They used to put a lot of things on top. You see, this is a table, right? So no, huh? But the GTX is basically a table, right? Huh? See, even car spoiler is on top also. Yeah, and the top of this ink area can put a lot of things. Especially we usually we put laptop on top. Okay, so now let's talk about the flatten and the sensor first. Okay, Epson flatten, it comes with this acrylic. It doesn't stick the grip thing, so this one is optional. Okay, you can stick it here to provide more extra grip. And brother already come with the grip. Okay, this one brother, I much prefer this one because this one it will grip better. Okay, this one after you stick that on, it still feels very slippery. Okay, the size is basically the same, but this one without, it doesn't come with a frame like brother. And then okay, so let's try first. It's quite annoying. This is very slippery. So usually people, they will use frame. And this one you need extra time. And then certain fabric is much thicker one, so you cannot put the frame, especially XS size, smaller size, where the sleeve goes in. So this one is much harder to attach. Okay, let's move on. And then the sensor, what I don't like about Epson is the sensor. The sensor is built inside. So whenever if there's some fabric that is much thicker, it will go all the way in, then only it detects cannot be printed. So you need to like press it out. So overall it takes a few extra seconds Then you need to adjust the pattern and all, and then you need to check again. See, if let's say this one still cannot be printed, it doesn't tell you right away. You see, maybe it will stuck here. Okay. See, the sensor is still inside. So this one is a waste of time. Right. So now moving on to brother. Okay, brother, it comes with this frame where you can measure the center line, and then straight up put it. Here you see how fast and efficient I use brother, and then the grip is much better with it. Even after you stick that, it doesn't grip that much as a brother. Okay, so brother, the sensor is built here. So whenever you have something you want to print, but the height is not suitable, it will tell you straight right away. So you don't waste a lot of time like moving all the way in. Okay, so with brother is much more efficient and productive because you know where is the center, and then 3 inches, very fast. Okay, next, Epson uses cartridges. Epson uses cartridge. So the cartridge is 600 ml. 600 ml. This one, Epson uses cartridge, so it's there's less wastage because it will use up maybe 590 plus ml or 580 above ml. Okay, so there's less wastage on cartridges. Unlike brother, this is what I don't like about brother, because they use pouch. They use pouch. Okay. So and then there's a stripe here. The stripe basically creates the pressure. It pulls the pouches. So then whenever you reach here, the stripe cannot pull any further. Okay, so you lose pressure, and then you cannot draw the inks out, and then your print will start like not getting enough inks, and then you have a bad print. So this pouch have a lot of wastage. I'll show you here. Push. So this is like a toothpaste. This is like a toothpaste. So whenever the pouches reach here, we usually do it like this. Okay. Just to save some extra inks. But then even though you do this, it won't last very long. You will still have about 70 cc of wastage here that you cannot use any further. And of course you can use syringe to draw the ink out and then pump into the new pouch, but then that is not recommended because it's risky. It will damage your print head. Okay, but that's up to you. We don't usually do that. We just throw this because we don't want to risk it, and this not productive, waste of time. So this one, I think brother is a bit lacking here. Okay, and the ink is more expensive than Epson. Then 70 cc wastage is a lot. Okay, moving on. Next. Okay, now moving on to Epson menu. This is the menu. This is the wasting tank sensor. This is the head cleaning unit, white CMYK, and then cleaning solution. Alright, so it's much more simplified. The menu is much smaller. Okay, everything can be accessed here via the menu. Alright, and this is a print button. One is ready. This one will blink. Then you just press this and you will start printing. And then one thing I don't like about Epson is whenever there's an error, maybe say you need to change something, it doesn't allow you to proceed any further. You can't even check your print count, you can't even do nozzle check and everything. So there's a downside for Epson, because sometimes if you have urgent job, you cannot do anything. Okay, and the nozzle check, it will print at the middle here. It will be a CMYK and white together, white in the middle. So it's a one shot. So I'm not sure how you're gonna look at that. Maybe you need a transparent plastic so you can look at all the colors, because if you use white paper, you cannot see the white color. If you use black color paper, you cannot see the CMYK. So there's a downside for Epson. I much prefer brother GTX menu because it's much more detailed. Okay, this is the print count, and it will keep on adding if you keep on printing the same design. And then the most important thing is I love this. This is the consumption, ink consumption. It will show this artwork equals to this consumption. Okay, for Epson you need to use a software. It's called a cost estimator, and then there's a preview here, show you can either flip it here or you turn it upside down. It's up to you. The setting you can change. Okay, it's much then the rest is not so important. This is just the ink level, and then the cleaning solution, you need to look at it at the back. There's no sensor, but then whenever it's running low, it will prompt an error. All the error will show here, some yellow marks here. So whenever you press the arrow on the right, it will show you what error. Okay, meaning if it will prompt you to change maybe fan filter or the flushing foam or the wiper cleaner. It will prompt, but then you can actually skip it. Okay, you press the cancel button, you can actually use the brother GTX. You can print, and you can print further. You don't have to stall there and everything. So that's the thing I like about it. And then this one, it will blink, so you press here and then it will start printing. So that's pretty much the difference for the menu and the errors. Okay, right, so now let's talk about the maintenance. And then the cover, if you pop up this cover, you see Epson will prompt this, and then you just close it up. Yeah, no big deal here. Okay, the maintenance is just okay, you need to change this thing from time. I think once it gets like this dirty, you can still actually flush it. You don't have to change first. Fan filter is the same. Okay, I'm not sure how long you need to change because I'm not get used to Epson. But this head cleaning unit, you need to change maybe like 600 to 700 prints. Okay, and then the maintenance is quite easy. You can actually move the print head here, and then you just clean the capping. Alright, it's basically just, it will take you like maybe 5 minutes of your time. Okay, the only thing is this one. Okay, even though the maintenance is cheap, but then whenever you print until 600 or 700 prints, you need to change this. This is quite expensive also. And then there are some parts in Epson where you need to change, say like filter or pump. Okay, there's a life there for each part inside, but I'm not sure that one you cannot change by yourself. You need to call a Epson technician to change for you. So there's extra cost. That's why if Epson you want to print volume, is not recommended because too many hidden costs. Okay, so for brother GTX is very straightforward, but okay, let's move on. Okay, so brother GTX, there's a sensor here. Whenever you pop the cover, it will shut down, it will restart. Okay, there. Okay, there's actually a sensor here. You can actually insert something here so it doesn't detect you opening. Okay, now close it back. You can see it restart. So this one, Epson is better because you can pop up the cover anytime and then close it up without restarting the printer. Okay, but it's okay, I just brought it out again. So brother maintenance is much more complicated. You need maybe say 10 minutes of your time, 10 to 15. So basically you just need to, okay, I think I missed out something. I need to set the menu first. Okay, so brother, I need to go into the maintenance mode to move the carriage to the side. Where is the maintenance? Okay, so this is the option. I just press this and then press OK. Like I showed you earlier, you cannot just simply pop up the cover, otherwise it will reset. Okay, so now So now you need to like select the option. It will ask you to turn off your power and then clean within 15 minutes. Okay, so I just turn off the power. Alright, just wait for a while. Power is off. Just pop up the cover. So the option is to move the carriage here so that you can do the cleaning, right? So Brother GTX cleaning is much more complicated. You need about 10 to 15 minutes of your time. So basically the thing you need to clean is the capping here. You clean with the sticks. The stick is quite pricey, you know, and mixed with the cleaning solution. Then you clean all the solidified inks here, the side and all. And then you need to check whether you need to change this wiper cleaner. Okay, there are no hidden costs for Brother. It's just straight up forward, very straightforward. Okay, how much is this, how much is this, how frequent you need to change. So that one is very straightforward. You know the pricing. Of course the maintenance for Brother is much more expensive because there are a lot of parts here you need to change. Okay, but then if you print a lot, it's worth it. Alright, if you don't print a lot, then of course Brother GTX is not suitable for you. You can just take Epson, which is more suitable for your business. Okay, and then this flushing foam, there's no sensor. Wiper cleaner, there's no sensor. I think it will prompt based on the pin count. But then if you can judge yourself, you can see for yourself. If it's still usable, then you can just leave it. Okay, you can actually, if there's a error, ask you to change the flushing foam or the wiper cleaner, you just go to this maintenance mode, and then you close back the cover and restart the printer. It will not know whether you have changed or not. Okay, so and then another thing is the print head cleaning. Not sure whether you can see or not. So you need to like use the sponge thing, then you need to clean. Okay, you actually need to rub the print head, but of course not the gold plate here. It's the side where the ink flows through when you do the head cleaning. So you need to clean that, clean all the solidified white inks. Okay, this is solidified white inks, yeah, so it doesn't clog your print head, it doesn't block any ink movements, right? Okay, Brother, I explain much more detail because I know about it. Epson, I'm sorry, because I don't get used to it yet. Maybe I miss out something. Okay, so this one I just restart. Yeah, so Brother GTX maintenance is much more complicated. Okay, Epson is much more easier. So there's maintenance and some hidden costs, and oh yeah, okay, Epson have a lot of hidden costs. The parts inside there have a life, like I told you earlier. So, but it doesn't mean it's bad. Okay, Brother GTX is very straightforward. No hidden cost, everything have a price there. It will prompt and then it will advise you when to change. Okay, so you can calculate your costing. So Brother's biggest downside is the ink, waste ink. Okay, Epson doesn't use up a lot of waste ink. Brother will use a hell lot, I tell you. See, every morning it will require powerful cleaning. See, after I do the maintenance, it will require powerful cleaning. Powerful cleaning basically will take about 1 minute, and it will consume about 14, 15 like that. 15 cc. Imagine if you run 3 times cleaning per day. Okay, that's about 45 cc. Imagine if you run 3 times and then 1 month, how much is your ink wastage? Okay, so Brother, a lot of ink wastage. So in short, Brother is much more suitable for high volume. Epson is much more suitable for low volume print. Okay, Epson if you print high volume, oh, out of focus. Epson if you print high volume, it will cost more because there are a lot of parts you need to change more frequently, especially the head cleaning unit. Okay. The next best thing about Brother GTX is it has a built-in memory. Oh my god, the lights. Okay, it has a built-in memory. This one is for you to load your data from the thumb drive. Okay, and then once you loaded the data, you can actually remove your pen drive. You will save in the built-in memory, and then whenever how many files you loaded, it will goes into the receiving history, so you can actually browse through here. See? Okay, means today we just loaded 2 files. Then you can see the ink consumption, and then the file name, the preview. Okay, once you load it, it will actually continue to print. This is basically means you printed 14 pieces earlier, right? So moving on to Epson is a bit down because you need to insert USB, whether it's a stick or you connect to your laptop. It has to be connected all the time, meaning if you insert USB thumb drive, you print from the file here, from the USB, you cannot remove it, otherwise it will corrupt, it will stop the printing. Okay, so this is the biggest downside of Epson, no built-in memory. So it's much more efficient and productive to use Brother. You see, one designer created a file for Brother. I put it here, load the file, done. Move to the next printer, insert pen drive, load the file, done. And then I move to the next printer, I load, done. That's all. I return this thumb drive to the designer. So this is much more efficient because we have a few designers here, and then we have a multiple Brother GTX machine. We cannot just insert this thumb drive there and let it stick on the Epson, and then they have to find another pen drive. It's a waste of time. Okay guys, I think I covered quite a lot of things. Okay, and then now I'm gonna talk about the inks and the speed. Okay, I'm not going to talk about the speed. I think you all already know Epson is I think 30% slower. And then what else? Okay, the inks. Okay, the inks. Brother is much more vibrant on the magenta and cyan. Epson is much more towards yellow color. So basically both it has same sharpness. It prints out very well, very nice. Just that the color come out. Brother is more vibrant because we print both artwork. Okay, same design. Brother come out more vibrant, and then Epson come out a bit dull. Okay, because the magenta on Brother is much more vibrant. Okay, other than that is the pretreatment. What's wrong with you, man? Okay, another thing is the pretreatment. Epson pretreatment is not that good. Okay, if you use third party, or maybe if you use Brother pretreatment and then you print with Epson, it will look much better. Okay, this is I'm not saying Epson is bad. Okay, just not the pretreatment is not as good. Okay, Brother pretreatment is very expensive, so that's why it's a much better option. And then what else? Yeah, and then Brother pretreatment, you only require 35 seconds to dry, and then the ink also require 35 seconds only, so that one will eventually speed up all your printing process. Epson, you require 60 seconds, or whether curing or drying the pretreatment, you need 60 seconds. So there's a bit, difference there. Okay, then what else I want to say? Okay, let me think about it. Let me think a bit first. See what are the comparisons still. Okay, so the battery almost finished, so I need to end this video soon. Get lost lah, you, come on. Okay, I want to stress that this is all my comment, my opinion. and my personal experience. So this is up to you to judge and then pick the right one for your business. You wouldn't go wrong with both machine because both is very stable. It comes with wet capping. Even though you turn off for 2-3 weeks, it won't spoil the pin head. Of course, you need to run the maintenance in before you turn off the machine. Maybe Brother GTX, you need to set to transportation mode. Okay, and Epson, I'm not sure. Epson, I think it will be okay if you turn it off for like 3 weeks. Last time we did a test, we turned it off for 2 months. There's no issue at all. You just run medium cleaning, then you can straight away print it will look very nice. Okay, I'm sorry if there's a misinformation or if I said something wrong. You can correct me in the comment section below. So now we're gonna ask a professional. Okay. Oi. So we're gonna ask a professional. Okay, because just now is all just my opinion, okay, and my experience. So now we ask another person. So can you in short describe what is your experience using between Epson and Brother GTX? In short, you don't have to go so long, you know. What?
Brother is more faster, quick, fast. If you are running mass production, Brother is better than Epson.
Then?
I don't know about ink cost and all that.
Yeah. Just say your experience when you do production.
More faster, easy to clean, easy to replace parts, easy to maintain as compared to Epson.
Okay, which is totally different from my opinion, because I find
Child labor.
brother, oi,
AP's
child labor, oi, this is so wrong, man. Child abuse.
Child labor.
Okay, let's get back to the topic. Why you think, brother, maintenance is easier? You see, brother, you need to change wiper cleaner, you need to change flushing foam, you need to clean the pin head. Epson, you don't need to do anything, you know. Epson, you just change the head cleaning set only.
You can't change your own.
Head cleaning set you can change your own, but then the palm, the filter SE,
You have
everything.
to call technician for that.
Yeah. So
But for Brother, no need to call technician.
yeah. So yeah. So that's the and the print head, the print head. So the print head, brother, you can change on your own, but then the print head for Epson you need to call the technician. As I mentioned earlier just now, a lot of things you need to call for Epson technician, but brother, you can straightforward change by yourself. Okay. So I think I'm not going to talk any further because this one, I think the video is getting long. So see you guys. Space so limited. I need to crawl in. See, sometimes people must have a bit of a common sense. You see, speechless, totally speechless. So if my team don't have a common sense, it's a very headache thing. You must do everything yourself and instruct them. You see, how can you put wasting tank like this, wasting tube, I mean, because the ink will pull here is based on gravity. Speechless. I'll ask them to fix later.